David. I work for Disney in the entertainment character department, and I
Shout out to you, Disney.
make around $33,000 a year.
My name is Ginny, and I run a software design agency. And this year, I'm going to be taking home about $400,000. When I started my
Now, if that's just for her taking over $400,000, then when she said she paying her workers enough, then I'm guessing she's making more than that. So she'll be more than $15 an hour. So when she said that number just now, I'm like, okay, now just enough. Hey, now
Economy is rigged.
to a certain degree. To a certain degree, the more you got, the more you can get away with. Yes. Business owner, everybody got to get paid first, and then you get paid last. The bills, the miscellaneous, the contractors, whatever it may be, the employees. After all that is said and done, you get paid last, and you take the most risk. Because even if you file for bankruptcy, guess what? The people with a job, they can go get another job. The people who own that business, though, people that own that business who file for bankruptcy, got to start all the way back over, or they got to try to find a job, but they're gonna be massive in debt and fail. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
The worker still gets paid. The investor doesn't. If it goes well, the worker gets paid and the investor makes money. You discount the role of capital and savings in any type of venture. Like my mom didn't want to be rich. She wanted to be a school teacher and work and do that and live in the middle ground, and that's fine. But there are people like me who want to take a lot of risk and get a lot of reward. And we put that capital to work. And
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with it at all. You want to take risks, and like I said in the beginning, you take risks, you get a bigger reward. You take no risk, you can't get mad at the person who took a risk and made a tryouts and went to the NBA. You got to take risks. You got to take failure. It's a part of the game. It's the nature of the beast.
My name is Bill Perkins. I run a hedge fund. I do investments and other things. I manage my own money. How much I make annually? Sometimes I lose money, but I'd say on average over 10 million a year. I took care of my dad in the last years of his life. He died broke. I did not inherit my money. I made it myself. I really don't care about the money. Money is a tool for me to have the experiences that I want to have out of life. And there are many experiences that I want to have.
I agree. Most millionaires are self-made. At the end of the day, it's all about risk, but it's calculated risk. It's not like, oh, lottery ticket, let me scratch it off and I win $1 million. No, it's like calculated risk. You have to do study and have to put in the time, have to put in education, the work, the grind, all of that.
You have to have a certain level of awareness and knowledge to know the rules of the game. And I think that there are barriers put in place to kind of prevent people from knowing the rules, but I think that it's out there and you can have access to it, and it's, I think that knowing the rules is different.
I know the rules, and I think they're disgusting. That's why I want to change them.
Why don't you play the game then? I mean, you can
I think they're disgusting. Why would I want to play the game?
See, that's his fault right there. He said, know the rules. I agree with you. I know the rules. She replied, well, if you know the rules, why not play the game? I don't want to play the game. Why would I play the game? They're disgusting. My guy. You can't be mad at a system. There's a lot wrong with the system that can always be fixed and change over time. From the past to now into the future, there always can be things that can change and can make society better. I agree in that aspect. But if you want to make change, you have no choice but to play the game. Do what you need to do legally and responsibly, and make change and make the change that you want to see in your city or state or your country. You gotta play the game. There is no, if you don't want to play the game, take off all your clothes, go in the wilderness and just be by yourself and figure out how to eat squirrels and some fish. If you don't want to play the game, but the game, ladies and gentlemen, whether you like it or not, it's gonna be here. You're gonna get down or you're gonna get passed around. It's just the nature of the beast.
As a real estate guy, I can make millions of dollars and use the exact same tax loopholes that a Donald Trump would use and pay effectively no tax. And does that make me a bad guy, or did I just study the tax code?
It makes you a bad guy, yeah.
This guy right here.
You think so?
If you do that, yeah.
Tom was like, oh, you think so? Oh, you think so? Calm down, Todd. It's a young man.
I'm following the law to a T.
The law is wrong. Yeah.
Why is it wrong? It's the law.
The law is wrong. Okay, cool. But the way he said it nonchalant like that is like, so now he should have followed with a respondent like, okay, this is how we fix it. This is what I would do. This is what I would say. This is how I believe as a country we should do it with the government and our tax money. The law is wrong. Like, you don't solve anything. You don't solve a problem. You're not solving anything. Just because you don't like something doesn't mean is not going to exist.
You think just because of the law, it's always right?
No, certainly not. Certainly
No,
not.
I'm not saying
But
that.
that's my point.
I'm not saying
He got her. He got her. I like the way you like. I don't know what to say.
It's written to encourage investment is which they want. So he's investing. So like the law is written to encourage certain things. If you disagree with it, you can go lobby and change. But he's not a bad guy.
See? And the thing about the United States government is the thing about the United States government is there's a lot of tax benefits, especially with real estate, but there's a lot of tax benefits if you are providing housing, like real estate or agriculture, or you start a business, Yeah, you get tax benefits. You get tax breaks. Certain tax breaks that you get, because guess what? The government doesn't have to fund it. I don't have to, as the state or the federal government helping that state, fund my tax money to that endeavor to provide housing. A private entity, a private company is doing that. Thank them for doing this, or building a farm. So thank them for doing this, because guess what? It helps the economy. Since you're doing this, we're going to give you a tax break. It incentivizes you to keep doing more of this, and we'll give you more tax breaks. And he's right. Like I said before, if you want to make change, go lobby. You want to make change, you need to play the game in some aspect. Oh, look, the game is dirty. I don't want to play. Then guess what? If you don't want to play, there's no action behind your words, you're not going to make change.
I was just trying to survive. So I didn't even have the brain capacity to try to, or the willpower to kind of even desire to access the rules of the economy. But I mean, I had an epiphany, and I literally woke up one day and I was like, I cannot live the rest of my life like this. And
Those epiphany moments be hitting different, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think if we all in life have that one, if we all are grateful enough to have that one epiphany, you guys know what I'm trying to say, epiphany moment, I think the world would be a better place, man. But it takes going through stuff. Not staying at home at your mama's house, not staying with roommates, not being close by, always around people. It's sometimes, most of the time it takes just being by yourself and going through things.